So, what led you to become a kindergarten teacher and also a nurse, freshly immigrating from Switzerland?
Well, the reason we came was to study. So Christoph, my husband, was interested in studying music therapy, and since we were here, I decided to study nursing. And studying nursing was something which actually couldn't be accomplished in Switzerland since there were no universities which offered nursing. So when I arrived here, I had to work quite hard to be able to get the nursing license, because being able to get the nursing license required several tests, and all of them, of course, were in English, and to each test there were a lot of requirements. But finally I was able to pass those tests and was able to get a bachelor's degree in nursing. And since a bachelor's degree in nursing didn't feel like quite enough, I applied to Rutgers University, and I went to the Women's Health Nurse Practitioner program there. It was quite a new program, and I was very fortunate to be able to study there and obtain a master's degree as a nurse practitioner. After that, both you and Deborah were born, and for a while I was happy to just be working as a nurse. But at some point I started becoming more interested in education, and I entered a program which allowed me to become an early childhood teacher and earn a master's degree as an early childhood educator. So I think one of the questions I ask myself is, what led me to become a engaged learner from being a very average student when I was in middle school and in secondary school? I never really had the goal of studying, and I also never really thought that I would. And if I'm thinking about those experiences, I believe that having the experiences of being successful were that's what was most defining for me. So when I had realized in nursing school back in Switzerland that if I worked hard I could be very successful, that kind of turned the tables a bit on what I believed I might be able to accomplish. And the second thing I think which was very important was to be able to learn how to study, because early on I was very distracted in middle school and secondary school, and not too interested in what was being offered. But later in nursing school, and especially here when I was studying, I became a very good note taker and became much more engaged in the process of learning. And now I'm very happy with what I feel like I've accomplished, because it allows me to be actively engaged. And I have a farm kindergarten, which is a unique setting where we work with animals and gardening, and allow young children to have the opportunity to build character skills which are important for the rest of their life, which include things like perseverance and impulse control generosity, gratitude, reverence, being able to negotiate, being able to speak together, being able to resolve conflict. So I feel very fortunate to be able to do that work, and alongside, of course, I am always a nurse, and I am able to work in my field of maternal child as well as in the field of hospice care. So I feel very, very fortunate for the opportunities which I have had here in the United States, and also to what I learned from my parents and from all the people around me, which is to persevere and enjoy the process of becoming and of learning every day.